city you go makes this lonely stretch of road worth traveling. Oh, there's a house with a front porch swing, and my big love is waiting for me to get on. Oh, I'll make the coffee, brings me daisies in a jar. It's a piano in the kitchen, our baby's playing in the yard. And where we wanna be is right where we are, in the city you go. Oh, the city you go. Oh, oh, oh. And in our skyline there is always one bright star. We're singing, we dance, we are light at heart. 'Cause where we wanna be is right where we are, in the city you go. Oh, the city you go. Oh, oh, oh. I see the city you go makes this lonely stretch of road worth traveling. Oh, there's a house with a front porch swing, and my big love is waiting for me to get on. Oh, 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 dusty skies, I can't see nothing inside. Good old Dan, you have to guide me right. If we lose our way, the cattle will stray, and we'll lose them all tonight. With all of the grass and water gone, we'll have to keep moving on. Sail blowing, I just can't breathe in this air. Thought it would get along, doggies. We're moving off this rain. Never thought is how I'd make the change. But the blue skies have failed. We're on our last trail underneath these dusty skies. This ain't tears in my eyes, just sand from these dusty skies. Oh, this ain't tears in my eyes, just sand from these dusty skies. can't see nothing inside. Good old Dan, you have to guide me right. If we lose our way, the cattle will stray, and we'll lose them all tonight. With all of the grass and water gone, we'll have to keep moving on. Sail, blowing, I just can't breathe in this air. Thought it would soon be clear and fair, but the dust storms played hell with land and folks as well. Got to be moving somewhere. Hate to leave the old ranch so bare, but I got to be moving somewhere. So get along, doggies, we're moving off this range. Never thought that's how I'd make the change, but the blue skies have failed. We're on our last trail underneath these dusty skies. This ain't tears in my eyes, just sand from these dusty skies. Oh, this ain't tears in my eyes, just sand from these dusty skies. When the last star's gone and the storm's too long, and it feels like it's settled in to stay, there's a line of blue that will soon break through when the dark clouds roll away. When the sky drops tears, then disappears, and wild winds pull apart the day. There will be a calm like an ancient sound when the dark clouds roll away. I will open all your windows, I will draw back your shades. There will be no fear, 'cause we'll both still live when the dark clouds roll away. when the dark clouds roll, when the dark clouds roll away. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart, for it's there that I belong, and we'll never part. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years, till the end of time.
Just a man with a boat that I saw in a picture long ago. Just a magazine ad of an old wooden ship right lit at the stern. And he smiled as he waved at me over his shoulder, saying, "Come sail with me, welcome aboard." Just a memory, somewhere to be when you're too young to run, where each angry word would drown in the sound of the sea, and we'd laugh and told the line of a candy cane anchor. I was one of his black and blue children, fishing for angels at sea. It's Pablo's lights that I dream of by the riverside, that I see as the horizon folds up for the day. I've got the soul of the mainland on my AM dial, but oh, what a welcome sight to see Pablo's lights. And I'd wait for him. I could hear his diesel humming, and we'd sing along, and together we'd sound like a symphony that would take me far away from the bruises of the shoreline, where I no longer hear the sounds of fighting ringing inside my head. It's Pablo's lights that I dream of by the riverside, that I see as the horizon folds up for the day. I've got the soul of the mainland on my AM dial. But oh, what a welcome sight to see Pablo's lights, let them shine. It won't hurt so bad for so long this time, as long as they shine, and I can see them burning bright. Now I steal these words and these phrases from my life, rearrange them some. They still cut like a knife, but I'll make peace with them. Follow forever the slap of yesterday. Until then I'll go off somewhere inside my head. It's Pablo's lights that I dream of by the riverside, that I see as the horizon folds up for the day. I've got the soul of the mainland on my AM dial. But oh, what a welcome sight. Oh, what a welcome sight. Pablo's lights, let them shine. I hope he's the one this time. He sees you as a mystery. He doesn't mind some history and understands that goodness doesn't spring from nowhere. I hope he's the one this time. I pray to God that he's an A1 listener. Fingers crossed that he's one kick-ass kisser, that he holds your hand for no good reason. You, are you meant to someone else? What fool will leave you broken, like the last one always does? I hope he's the one this time. May a party go on uninterrupted. as your heart gets reconstructed, you untie the pretty bows of compromise. Cue up the band and dry your eyes and say that he's the one, 'cause maybe he's the one. I hope he's the one this time. For everybody that I know on the boat right now. That's for Kat and Dennis. Thank you for showing up tonight. Yeah, thank you for showing up. I'm just glad you're here. I don't remember what the theme was. I think it's Cold War and Sweet Peace, but whatever. I picked the theme because I could pick a theme. Glad you're here. Glad anybody's here. Glad everybody's here. This is for you, Craig. Craig, I got bad news for you. Harry made it to his 100th birthday and died 2 days ago. I was such a strange boy, 40 years or so back then, fat with big thick old glasses, had trouble making friends, cruising through my neighborhood. Could easily have come to no good end, till I stumbled into the workshops of old white men. Call your mother, you can stay. That's about all they'd ever say. Then they'd take the lid off of some old wooden box, and inside would lay a gem made of string and spring, wood and glue. Right then and there I'm sure I knew firsthand the raw ingredients of old white man. Old white man, get teary-eyed December 7th. Old white man, salute every flag they see. Old white man, didn't care how cool you could be. A drop of glue will do to help it mend. Put the cap on when you're through, said old white man. There was all ball-peen hammers and calipers, dovetail joints and tubes and printed circuits, screws and spokes and wheels. The difference between truth and opinion. When you're old enough, be sure you vote. Never trust a woman wearing more than 3-inch heels. Oh, white man, living cross-cut chainsaw lives. Oh, white man, they don't talk back to their wives. Oh, white man, thanks to them, I can sharpen your kitchen knives with a stone. Sometimes when I'm alone, I wonder what became of old white men. Do they synchronize their watches as on and on time marches? Do Their belts need extra notches as their waistlines grow big and round. I call their wives up often, and I carry their husbands' coffins as these gray hairs of my own chase me down. Over the years I outgrew my awkward situation. I went to college, joined a cause, became the black man I never was. Over the years I learned to view old white men with suspicion, 'cause I'd heard the world was run to ruin by old white men. Last Thursday I was hunched over my Briggs and Stratton mower, trying to adjust the carburetor, when this kid come bending my ear, always bugging me when I'm working. So I said, make yourself seem useful, son. Clean the carbon off that spark plug, wipe it down and hand it here. Oh, white man, look me squarely in the eyes, old white man. They look right past my skin, oh white man. I can hear them oh so clearly. Are you gonna just stand there with that sanding block, son? Or make it so these pieces fit again? Everyone knows him as old folks. Like the seasons, he'll come and he'll go, just as free as a bird and as good as his word. That's why everybody loves him so. Always leaving his spoon in his coffee, tucks his napkin right under his chin, and that yellow cob pipe, it's so mellow it's right. But you needn't be ashamed of him. In the evening, after supper, what stories he would tell. How he held a speech at Gettysburg for Lincoln that day. Oh, I know that one so well. Don't quite understand about old folks. Did he fight for the blue or the gray? 'Cause he's so diplomatic and yet so democratic. We'll always let him have his way. Every Friday he'll go fishing way down on Buzzards Bay, but he'll only catch a perch or two. The whale got away. So we'll just warm up some steak One day there won't be no more old folks. What a lonely old town this will be. Children's voices at play will be still for a day, the day that they take old folks away. I only go up at night when the moon is full and the evening breezes blow. I go only high enough to see the ground below. I only go up at night. That's when no one else can see me being foolish and wishing for one more chance to do it all again. I was so much younger then, and blinded by the beauty of the sun. It looked so lovely, I just had to touch it once. Then tumbling down into the sea. Now I know, now I know. You taught me how to fly, and like any son, I wanted to make good my first impression. But words from the wise are wasted on the foolish and the young. Now I only go up at night. The illusion is complete. No one knows of my survival. The twilight hours are mine and mine alone. I was so much younger then and blinded by the beauty of the sun. It looked so lovely, I just had to touch it once. Then tumbling down into the sea. Now I know, now I know. I was so much younger then, blinded by the beauty of the sun. It looked so lovely, I just had to touch it once. Then tumbling down into the sea. Now I know. One of a kind love affair is the kind of love that you read about in a fairy tale. Like the sun that shines on a rainy day, it's a cloud of love. one of a kind. The love affair is when your down is up and your hub is down, love stays around. You know you're right, but you gotta make a little sacrifice. You're begging for love. I never thought about the day would come when Zoe would leave without goodbye for college. She wrote a line or two upon the wall. She said, I'm leaving you, but I loved you too. I can't stay with you. And to this very day, I could never say a discouraging word, because I love you. Yes, sir, is now one of a kind. Love affair is, hate to say, girl, I told you so, but you gotta go. There won't be a fight, cause your love is right, but you're leaving wrong, 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 wrong. Ooh, love affair is, you realize you finally got to pay the price. You know you're right, but you gotta make a little sacrifice. You're making for love. One of a kind love affair is make a lame man walk, or make a blind man talk about seeing again. Oh, wanna stay around it, sure am glad I found it. Woo, yeah, baby, yeah. One of a kind love affair is yeah, one of a kind love affair. One of a kind love affair. That's for the Zoe. Welcome to the house, Zoe. She's listening, but 75 yards away. Right across there, right across the yard in her house, listening to me doing what I'm doing in my house. That's so good that you're here. I'll do my commercial early. Yes, I'm giving to Nova Ukraine. As part 2, I'm going to write a double check. I didn't write one last week. I was waiting for this week because I'm going to give to them for 2 weeks in a row. That's where my 10 to 15% of whatever comes through here will go to Nova Ukraine. It doesn't have to be a political thing. I don't care what your politics are. War is war. War is, as a young woman said in a song, war is dust, war is loud sound, war is boots upon the ground. War is inhuman, as the lady says. And that's what I'm giving to. That's where that money is going to go that I don't take in for myself. So that's what we're doing. I'm glad you're here, though. And just be nice to people. That's all we ask. We know you have it in you because you ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. It's not that you're no good, we're just no good for each other. You ain't no bad person, you just bad for me. You're generally decent people, don't you get me wrong. Whenever we're together too long to validate your sense of purpose and your self-esteem. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. It's not that you're no good, we're just no good for each other. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. couple minutes with you and I'm covered in dirt. I'm lying and I'm stealing and my feelings get hurt. Cars ends up in ditches, foreheads ends up with stitches. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You told me date your sister cause she just like you. I guess you wasn't kidding cause she crazy too. Don't mean to cast aspersions on your family tree. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. Bridge! People don't see down, be down. Every time you show up, you disrupt my life. I'm waking up hungover with my neighbor's wife. Whenever you're around me, trouble never fails to find me. You ain't that bad a person, but you ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. I'm smoking, I'm drinking, my windows end up broken. I end up in Hoboken without a subway poll token. You wouldn't be so outspoken, I wouldn't be in jail, and I wouldn't have all this smoking token. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't that bad, but you're pretty bad far as I'm concerned. Bitches! Don't drink the water, there's a body in the well. There's a body in the well. Don't drink the water, don't drink the water. Anybody here seen Mama since she up and run to Miss Lily's place? Anybody here seen Papa since he laid her back and crossed her face? She got a fresh scar on her jawbone, gave that scar her name. She called it sweet Jesus living truth and ain't gonna happen again. Don't drink the water, there's a body in the well. Don't you drink it, there's a body in the well. Don't drink the water, don't drink the water. Last time I saw Papa, it was Tuesday at the kitchen table. Last I saw Mama, she was drinking a rag of rich hazel and dabbing it on her cheek. She got a smile at a black and blue baby. Anybody here seen Sheriff? We ain't seen Daddy for a week. Don't drink the water, there's a body in the well. Don't you drink that water, there's a body in the well. Whoa, Lord. Somebody up come visit, tell me who it is, cause I don't know. Everybody here's accounted for, and the ferry don't show till Sunday. Somebody up and tripped and fell, ain't nobody heard him shout and yell. Mama just shrugged, say just as well. Some people need to watch their step. Woo! Yes, sir. Want you a cool libation, mister? You better dip your ladle quarter mile upstream. You better pay mine to the property signs, cause my daddy owns everything. You better ask his proper permission. He got a temper and a loaded gun. But something tells me times is changing and it won't be using either one. Don't drink the water, there's a body in the well. Don't you drink it, there's a body in the well. Don't drink the water, don't drink the water, there's a body in the well. There's a body in the well. Don't you drink that water, yeah. There's a body in the well. Don't you drink that water. Drink that water, there's a body in the well. Woo! Good golly, Miss Molly, sure know how to ball. Woo! Oh, tutti frutti, oh, Rudy. There's There's a body in the well, there's a body in the well. There's a body in the well, there's a Woo! Holy smokes. I haven't played that in a while. Yeah, we liking that one. When evening falls on Brunswick County, I can hear Atlantic water lap around the eastern shore, as far in as Varnum town. Cannonballs from blockade runners sit silent in the old town ruins. Confederate and Union ships lie mute in their war trade round. It's quiet on the ocean highway, Sandy Creek to Calabash. I come in from Panther County, all because you asked to hold my hand. When evening falls on Brunswick County, I can hear your laughter as it echoes around the eastern shore, as far in as Varnum town. It's quiet on the ocean highway, Sandy Creek to Calabash. I come in from Panther County, all because you asked to hold my hand. When evening falls on Brunswick County, I can hear your laughter as it echoes round the eastern shore, as far in as Varnum town. Don't look so sad. I know it's over, but life goes on, and this old world will keep on turning. Let's just be glad for all this time we had together. There's no need to watch these bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. hold you warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against my window. Make believe you love me one more time. For the good times, I'll get along. You'll find another, and I'll be here if you should ever find you need me. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There'll be time enough for sadness when you leave me. Lay your head upon my pillow, hold your warm, tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against my window. Make believe you love me one more time. Lay your head upon my willow, hold your warm, tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against my window. And make believe you love me one more time. For the good times, for the good times, for the good times. Whoa. Oh, yes. I don't really like karate. I don't want to hit nobody. Rather try to talk some sense than deal with all this self-defense. There's a boy I know in homeroom. Other boys make fun of him. He would rather sing with the girls in chorus and hang out with the boys in gym. Didn't understand the reason He passed me the other day. Why his lips and nose were bleeding, and why 3 other boys ran the other way. I followed them where they were running to a corner of the school playground, where the honeysuckle climbs the fences. There's nobody else around. I politely asked them why they did it. I told them that it didn't seem fair. He always helped me out in algebra. That's when a fist came through the air. That fist caught me on my shoulder. I never had a chance to run. 3 bigger boys just started swinging. 3 bigger boys against just one. Sorry that I tore my jacket when I made the first boy slip. Sorry that the second one's teeth found their way through his bottom lip. Didn't mean to make the third boy pee his brand new khaki pants, curled up in a ball before me. Sorry about that circumstance. I don't mind this week's detention. I look out when my schoolmates play. See, singing boy, head high walking. See, the other boys clear the way. I don't really like karate. Just when our love got lost, you said that you were constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a cartoon coaster, the blue screen of the TV light. Drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. Love so bitter, baby, but oh so sweet. I could drink a case of you, darling, and I'd still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. I am just a lonely painter, and I live here in this box of paints. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those who ain't afraid. I remember what you told me. You said love was touching souls, and surely you touched mine, 'cause part of you comes out of me in these lines from time to time. You're in my life like holy wine, love so bitter, baby, but ooh, so sweet. I could drink a case of you, I'd still be on my feet, I would still be on my feet. I met a man with a face like yours, and he knew all your dirty deeds. He said, go to and stay with her if you can, but please be prepared to bleed. You're in my blood like holy wine, love so bitter, baby, but oh so sweet. I could drink a case of you, darling, and I'd still be on my feet, I would still be on my feet. Watch the waves go in and out like a summer chore. I understand the habit as they break upon the shore. Keep this lonely vigil so my heart won't break no more. Waiting for Gilligan. Days turn into weeks, and the weeks turn into years, and there's some that say I'm crazy when they see me sitting here. Tell all who would commit me, I know what commitment is. I'm waiting for Gilligan. The shortwave has been broken down for years, but I'm listening with much more than just my ears. Waiting for Gilligan. Waiting. Waiting. Waiting for Gilligan. Captains' kids are captains now, and most have come and gone on motorboats and sailing ships with cargoes of their own. But my fingers crossed with every ship that makes a trip back home. Waiting for Gilligan. Practice makes so perfect, well I think I've got it down. Motorboats and sailing ships bound to get the sound. I would wear that crown because I'm waiting for Gilligan. So look at me, the years may seem unkind, but there's just enough of me left not to mind. Waiting, 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 waiting for Gilligan. I'm no prisoner to my passion any more than some of you. When I lay down I know that's true. I know folks who laid side by side for years and never knew that they were stranded. Now I want you to tell me, somebody tell me, who's on an island now? I know he's out there somewhere, and if he don't come home to me, then I'll go out to meet him when they bury me at sea. And we will be together and I'll no longer be waiting for Gilligan. You tell Ginger, Mrs. Howe and Mary Ann, I'll always burn the candle for my man, waiting for Gilligan, waiting, waiting, Goodbye, Pluto. So long to your tradition and your solo life's ambition of just whirling around the sun. Goodbye, Pluto. Being number 9 was nice till you lost your planetary status. Now you're simply rocking ice. There are 8 that spin before you, and they use up all the rays that the sun gives to her children to turn the night to day. So goodbye, Pluto. I know it doesn't seem quite fair, 3,000 million miles away, and God just leaves you there. And I think I understand when the spin gets out of hand. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Goodbye, Pluto. All this bidding you could do, why would both of us know better that your orbiting ain't through? Never mind then, Pluto. With one roll around the sun, 250 years go by, and when that year is done, by that time, Pluto, they'll be dead and gone to dust, taking their equations with them, their opinions gone to rust. And I think I understand when the spin gets out of hand. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. La da da la da 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 la da 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 da. Whoa. Goodbye, old me. You were useful while you lasted. Now I'm dropping off that bastard that kept springtime out of reach. farewell, you old familiar. As you track your way through space, there comes a time when all of us are done and get replaced. So goodbye, Pluto. You'll be salty for a while, but a couple trips around us all, you'll be back in style. And I think I understand when the spin gets out of hand. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Sing a song of sad young men, glasses full of rye. All the news is bad again. Kiss your dreams goodbye. All the sad young men sitting at the bar, knowing neon lights, but drinking up the stars. All the sad young men singing in the cold, drinking up the night, trying not to be old. All the sad young men drifting through the town, drinking up the night and trying not to drown. All the sad young men choking on their youth, trying to be brave but running from the truth. Autumn turns the leaves to gold, slowly dies the heart. Sad young men are growing old, that's the cruelest part. All the sad young men see the sudden smile, someone they can hold for just a little while. Tired little girl, she does the best that she can. Trying to be brave for a sad young man, while a grimy moon blossoms high above. All the sad young men, oh, how they die in making love. Oh, they try making love. Misbegotten moon, shine for sad young men. Let your gentle light guide them home again. All the sad, sad, sad young men. Annie Chinamo, this is for you and indirectly for your dad. I miss you too, sister. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, my irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Now don't be a naughty baby. Come to Papa or Mama or whoever you do. My sweet embraceable you. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Now don't be a naughty baby. Come to Papa do. My sweet embraceable, basically not very traceable, unerasable, somewhat irascible. Ooh, you little rascal, you. My sweet embraceable, you. Oh yeah, that's for Tony Chinamo. Yeah, I got inclusive on the lyrics. You don't know what people, how they swing it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we could a bunch. He just left when I did the old standards. He actually helped me get work and everything else doing the old standard. Tony Chinamo was a jazz programmer here in Boston. When I first came to Boston and thought I was going to be a jazz person, he saw me and we hit it off. We became good friends, and I loved him and he loved me. So I'll take that. That's very cool. He's a very cool cat. A little commercial tonight. Yeah. Again, the percentage of what I make. If you guys feel like you don't, you don't have to send me anything. I don't care. But I'm paying some mortgage on this too, and there's always somebody in less good straits than I. Those of you who are new to this here, I give 10 to 15% away of whatever I make. I've been doing that for over 2 years, and for 100 shows. That's what I have been doing, and so that's what tonight I'm doubling up from last week and this week. I'm giving a check to Nova Ukraine. You can only imagine what that's for, and that sort of speaks for itself. I don't care where you fall politically, who started what. The Ukraine was put in place by the Soviets in the first place, and it's this and it's that, and people are being treated racist at the borders, and so on and so forth. You know what? I'm going to do what I do. War is a terrible, awful thing, and I'm going to make sure that I do some little teeny part in saying that not only that war is bad, but the people that are affected by war have some kind of means, because I certainly have more means than they do right now. So, am I virtue signaling? Yep, maybe, but that's all I got. And a little bit of money that I'll send them will do something. That's all I can do at this point in time. That's all you can do too. So that's me. Real quick, falafel sizing. Those of you who are new to have this, every once in a while I go off on a tangent and falafel size, like I'm the Afro Heather Cox Richardson or the Black Dan Carlin or something, and I know a quarter of what each one of them know. But there you have it. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm doing. So that's right. I might do the same thing next week too. I usually give to a local or regional a consortium of some sort or another, but I really couldn't find a local group that was taking donations for Ukraine. So I went with the national one, and that's what I'm doing for now. So next week it might be something else. It could be Food Link down the street here in Arlington, or Rosie's Place in Boston, or all kinds of vet services, veterinary service for people that can't afford a doctor, and vet services for vets that come back from war and need housing and money and a place to be. So I cover all the vets and all the stuff. I do a little bit of everything. Am I making a difference? Oh, no, maybe some. But there you have it. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, dude, that's so funny. Falafel Sizing be the name of the new album. Yeah. So there you has it. There you has it. I got new strings on. That's why I'm tuning once in a while. It's been around about. Sorry, where was I? as the day wanders away and the night clings like a tear through the quiet cold. A young man's crying, living with his fear, as a voice rises in prayer that he knows no one can hear. He must face this alone, this time of learning, knowing death is near. On this night alone, his fear is flying. War is stronger and all binding. It holds him again to stand his ground. Until morning he lives to see the sun. On this night alone, a panzi su sanchi a beleza e tem olhada chalda. San Shilda mata a tristeza. Brasília e outra vez. As the day wanders away and the night clings like a tear through the quiet cold, a young man's cry, living with his fear. Oh, la-dee-da, oh, oom-bye, oom-bye, oom-bye. Whoa, oh, oh, la din da, oh, umba. Meshkinaran, siri minha filha que gato para sai hai, oi so samba estaminaro, oi kukirai ai samba, este samba cara desca de mamegatu. Essa madrugada samba sempre tutu mês que nada o samba como a vez chegou para cá o cena maquilhe o you queira ai samba o landila o umba whoa, oh, oh, la di la, oh, bye, bye, bye. They come up my front steps in their dress blues, stand on my porch in their shiny black shoes. But the front door's been broke, jammed since my man left home, so I tell him, come on in round the back. Yeah, my man can fix anything, if you know what I mean. Make that Tower Pisa so it don't have to lean. Lord, he make me feel safe and so secure. I just want to jump up and say, thank you, Lord. The hand me this letter, all bordered in black. Some papers to sign and this folded up flag. They tell me he was brave, and I said, tell me something new. Yeah, he climbed up my roof in the middle of the snow to adjust my antenna for my favorite show. Lord, he make me feel safe and so secure. I just want to jump up and say, thank you, Lord. I got a broke kitchen table, and there's mud in the yard, and the house needs a coat of Sherwin-Williams. But I know he's out there defending us from something. That one's my youngest. He's the oldest of 5 that I can barely keep fed, much less clothed and alive. We never had nothing, so I guess he ain't got nothing to lose. Just like his daddy, he'll go off to fight. And when I took them other 4 kids into bed that night, Lord, they make me feel safe and so secure. I just want to jump up and say, thank you, Lord. I got a broken down Chevy up on blocks in the yard, and the house needs a coat of Sherwin-Williams. And just when I start thinking that life is too hard, that's when I'll think of him protecting us from something. I got a rusted out Chevy up on blocks in the yard, and the house needs a coat of Sherwin-Williams. And when I started thinking that life is too hard, that's when I think of him and how he's defending us from something. That one's my oldest. He's the oldest of 5 that I can barely keep fed, clothed, much less alive. Never had nothing, so I guess he ain't got nothing to lose. And just like his daddy, he'll go off to fight. And when I tuck these other children into bed that night, Lord, I feel so safe and so secure. I just want to jump up and sing, thank you, Lord. Thumbing through these shoebox letters and photographs, knowing it's too late to cash in these rain checks on expired passion. And so I sit right here and bruise myself on souvenirs, wondering if this junk I save will follow me to my grave or to a room somewhere full of all the things I'd ever lost, all the things that I've forgotten, every venture misbegotten that cannot be redeemed, all my broken dreams and you. Thinking back on moments I shrugged aside, all the days I let slip past like I could flip the hourglass. There's a castle in the air falling into disrepair, an iron will that's gone to rust, neglected and collecting dust in a room somewhere full of all the things I'd ever lost, all the things that I've forgotten, every venture misbegotten that cannot be redeemed, all my broken dreams and you. All the knick-knack, bric-a-brac, and odds and ends, a stopwatch, a spyglass, a jackknife, a backstage pass, my sense of equilibrium, all the arguments I thought I'd won are standing side by side in their worn-out coats and alibis in a room somewhere full of all the things I'd ever lost, all the things that I've forgotten, every venture misbegotten that cannot be redeemed, all my broken dreams and you. Song by David Goldfinger, one of my best friends. That'll be on the album. Unfamiliar moon, stars out of place, everything is new, everything is changed. Like a baby child just has to cry when she sees it for the first time and she don't understand. Now then there's no you, everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. That can be our song. Those are the words I know. The melodies are wrong. But the DJ says that's how it goes. Like a child has to learn on his own. You get too close to a bird and she'll be gone. Oh, now then there's no you. Everything is new like this. Unfamiliar moon. This can't be my house. How can this be home? I don't recognize it anymore. Each step to the front door is higher than I've known. It's like climbing up a mountain, 'cause now I climb alone. Now then there's no you. Everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. Now then there's no you. Everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. Thank you so much tonight for hanging out. Man, I would like to say I can't believe we're still doing this, but we are still doing this. I'm so thrilled that we're still doing this. You want to stick around for some mail? I got a bunch of mail to read. I got a whole stack of mail to read. It got the most wonderful mail. I don't know if they still have a signal. Look what I got from Cat Adams and Dennis. Woo-wee. Look at this amazing card. I wonder why it has an airplane on it. And Kat says, because it's clearly her, because Dennis don't write like this. While we're out to sea for the next week concert, no, we'll be thinking of you. If the goddess of the internet is kind, Dennis, Donna, and I will be watching from the Lido deck. That's on the cruise, the Jonathan Colton DeJoco cruise that I would have been on if if they had hired me this year, but they didn't hire me. In the next couple of years, they'll have me. She says she doesn't know what kind of juju I've been putting out, or Christian, or Hindu, or Buddhist. I just want to make sure everybody's covered. After sleepless night worrying about World War III and the poor citizens of Ukraine and Russia, she wanted some peace. She came into her studio to work in the morning and she told Alexa to play Vance Gilbert, and the selection that followed was all ballads. So, thank you. She says, thank you. Now she says she can go about her day a bit more centered. Kat, you have no idea how cool that is. Thank you, darling. That is the nicest thing. My cousin Don. I don't even know what to say to you and Lynn. Don sent me stupid money. And I usually don't mention money here, but this is family. And I just think it's amazing. He's We are sure your fan base and partners will make this new album possible. Love you, cousin Don and Lynn. I concur. I don't even have words, cousin, for you taking care of me like that. Thank you. That is the sweetest thing. Just thank you. Just a wonderful gesture on your part. Family's hard to hold on to, particularly black post World War II parented families. It was easy to scatter and shatter these families, but here we are. And thank you, Don. There's a thing there. There's a thing with the thing. I got that up there too in the middle of talking about Don. Hey, I'm still taking donations for the album. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary people, or whatever you call yourselves, whatever you are today, whatever you are forever, I am 75% on the way to fully funding this album. That's crazy. So I know I'm going to make it. I'm actually waiting on checks for a couple promissory people that I know will make up the back end of this. And but there's promotion to be done. Recording the album is cheap. It's the promotion that costs. So love you too, Catherine. You are the beans. And this is from our Karen Schneiderman. I love this card. She says, thank you for the 100th show. She says, you were amazing, both musically and politically. She did look up the plane that I was talking about. Praying, wishing, acting. She says, thanks again for doing Brakeman's Son that night. It really moves her. I'm really proud of that song, Karen. It started off as me kind of imitating something Daryl Scott would do. I stole a Daryl Scott melody and twisted it around, and I was playing it on guitar for a while, and then I stopped playing it on guitar, and I just started doing my own thing to it, and that's what happened. So, Karen, thank you so much. This is just lovely. That's great. I don't know if Katie I don't think Katie Cromwell is on tonight. Oh, she's driving. Did you folks see this? She says, love you. And this was her card in something she sent me. Bitches. Isn't it funny? On the nicest paper, too. The sweetest paper. Bitches. Love you, Katie girl. Thank you so much for that. This is from Andy and Linda up in Vermont. She said, they say, since you don't like cars that only praise you, he says, we'll keep the praise down to a minimum this time, even though you deserve it. Congratulations on show 100 and on finally getting the recording stage of the new album. Thank you, Andy and Linda. It's been wonderful getting to know you, same here, and all of the group during the past 2 years as well, as experienced firsthand what goes into the process of choosing and testing out songs for a new album. You folks have been that. You have been my litmus crew. They're happy. We have been happy to provide help to you in determining which new songs to use or not use. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Look at this little thing here. Looking forward to many more Monday nights. You got it. And as you wish to give us, and hearing the new album. You are truly a good man. Well, that's really nice. And they look forward to meeting me on an upcoming tour. Moi aussi. I hope so too. Look at this card. Isn't that cray cray? It is great. It's just wonderful. I got a nice note from Matthew Whitney. I don't know if Matthew listens, but he sent me some money with a nice note. Here's a nice note from Diane Nassif. I don't know if Diane listens here or not. Some people are silent. Thanks for the Monday evening performances. Here's a donation towards your next CD. Best, Diane. Isn't that sweet? Look at that. Look at that. Cows and cats and chickens and roosters. Farmer's market. They're playing that farmer's market. Go ahead, animals. It's really, really wonderful. John Plow. I call him my lawyer. I think in the parlance, the last person that you've used for a lawyer, whether it be pro bono or just advice or whatever, you can call them your lawyer. This is the note he sent me with a stupid check. This guy. Rock and roll! XOXO! And a happy face. Yeah, thank you, John. I love you, brother. We'll be in touch because he also plays incredible viola. And for him to send me money for the album and also like consider playing on it is kind of crazy double duty. Deb in the wheelchair. She just crossed shit up. Thanks for all the music that keeps us all going. She just crossed out birthday. Have a great 100th Vance Day. Deb in the wheelchair. Thank you, Deb. There's no one else in the world quite like wonderful you. And you're the reason why today is a special day. Deb, you are a trip. I adore you. Deb always sends me stuff in the email. She sends me links to things that are going on. Thanks for keeping me abreast, Deb. That's so cool. Drew and Wendy. Thanks. Show 100. Amazing to think how far we've come. The ragtag group of bitches have become a group of friends that look forward to meeting each other. What a great community. And it all started with singing. A heart and Drew and Wendy Vogel. Thank you, Drew and Wendy. That's awesome. That is really so splendid. This is Frank Scott, otherwise known as Debris. That's what he calls himself as a French pilot. I don't know if you're listening tonight, Frank, but Frank, I love this logo he has here. Flying Aces Club. The past is set in stone. The future is in rubber. Debris, you are très magnifique. You are a crazy cat. And I love he says, I do hope that you will be inspired by the brutal tragedy of Ukraine to write a song or two. I wish that's how it worked some of the times, all the time, once in a while. It kind of does. It kind of doesn't. Debris. We'll see what happens. I have to rope in feelings and ideas and present them. And then he sent me something else that I didn't show. He says, chalks away. He just sent me some sketches. This is Frank Scott's work. Go ahead, Frank. Frank is a badass. I love him. He's great. And we've never met, but he is a model airplane flyer. Hopefully I will meet him the next time I'm up in the Cleveland area. There's a lot of cats, a lot of folks that fly up in the Cleveland area. And, hey, I think that might be all the mail. That's all that I have. And falafel sizing. Falafel sizing. I don't have much for you this week. I do have a little something to talk about real quick. I know that many musicians, hold this while I talk. Many musicians are talking about bailing out of Spotify because of Joe Rogan. And Spotify supporting something that was built on music. And then the highest grossing thing there is really diametric misinformation and racism. So that's, I think, how people are looking at it. And I think I agree with that. So they say run to Bandcamp. I don't want to be clear about something. Bandcamp was bought by the same people that put out Fortnite, the war game. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not real big on video games anyway, because video games are designed by somebody. You can't do more than the video game allows you to do. I'd rather do things with my hands. I can take a piece of wood and some paste and come up with a totally original thing. Whereas when you're playing a video game, you are at the whim of whoever decides how far the video game goes. And you can score high or whatever. But you know what? The deal is you'll never be any greater than the game is itself. And that's kind of how I feel about things that you think are so original and so new. I can't abide by Fortnite. I don't like video games that much that are so full of death and destruction. So everybody, yeah, I would make more money on Bandcamp with my music up there, but do I really want to support a platform that is in bed with the same company that makes games that kids glaze over at a screen and shoot each other? Now, I am not saying that causes kids to shoot each other in the street. Yeah, 85% to artists. I hear you, Carla. But still at the same time, and freedom of everything, freedom of speech, freedom to market what you do, and so on and so forth. But I think we have to beware our alliances and beware of where you align, thinking that you're going with total virtue. I think, do I hold Spotify any more or less under close scrutiny than I would Bandcamp? I got news for you. Particularly, well, how's he going to bring the color thing into this? Particularly being black, it's not that we soften morality to get things done, but we look at all sides of things. And if I can facilitate, if I can get somewhere, and the stepping stones are hot and dirty, but I'm going to end up doing good things, you have to make some decisions. So now what do I do with Bandcamp? If I leave Spotify and I leave Bandcamp and I don't get anything out there to do any music anywhere, because these services are eventually in bed with somebody that have questionable leanings, then what? That's a real nose cut off and spite the face kind of situation over and over again. I'm not making any excuses, but I am looking closely at I'm looking closely at my choices. I am looking closely at my choices. Yeah, Carla, that's great that you listen to Pandora. I got news for you. Pandora doesn't have any of my new albums because Pandora is a service where they vet. You can't just put anything up on there. So it's not absolutely, there's no great musical freedom there. They sent me, we applied to have them. They basically sent back a kind of half-form letter note that said, we're not going to put your albums up on our streaming service at this time. Now, I think my far better albums are the ones that I've done independently, but the ones that they put up there were affiliated with the record company. And I think that pretty much speaks to that. Annie Chinamo, love you. Thank you for hanging out. So that's where I am with those streaming services. You can pick one, and there's always going to be a downside. And I'm not taking myself off of any of them as yet. I don't make any money off any of them as yet. Really, I get a $50 check every 2 months from be licensing from Spotify and Apple Music and whatever's left out there. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, Dee Dee's getting windstorm. I hope. I love you, Dee Dee. I used up all your jelly, by the way, so I don't know what you have left, but I don't know what a GGM is, Craig. What is a GGM? Stay safe, Dee Dee. Give Jim a hug for me, please. By the way, that weekend of the contest, I am open, I believe, so I think I will be there. Yeah, that's what Pandora does. They accept or reject. So I'm not even pitching to them anymore. I don't see the point. I think that's some elitist shit. I'd rather deal with a shitty Joe Rogan, knowing that stuff gets up there that you can listen to, than deal with a uber selective Pandora that won't put up. What singer songwriters are they not putting up? Right? Now, who do you? They're not representing the width and breadth of my scene, so screw them. That's how I feel about it. So yeah, Craig, I don't know what a GGM is. Pandora had GGM. Good man. No, I don't think so. Not that I know of. I haven't seen it. I know LisaJeanette. I am on Pandora, but I think it's the earlier albums from my Rounder record days. I don't think the more recent albums are on there. If they are, they were put up without my permission because they had originally said no. We handed them, we handed them Bag Dog Buffet, Old White Men, and what else did we hand them? I think we handed them Up on Rockfield. And they were like, nah. 9. Oh, Cat, come on. Cruise Week has got to be good. It's got to be good. I think it was a pretty hot one that we had. Carla, we'll see you when we'll see you. Much love, sister. Glad you made it. Yeah, so I'm kind of done philosophizing. If you folks have thoughts on that, or if you go to Pandora and you can find other stuff. So Bad Dog Buffet is up on Pandora. I never got the note because they had originally rejected that. Isn't that some shite? Screw them. That's like, okay, we'll put it up. Isn't that's yeah, they're yeah, a little too selective for me, but now see, what do I do? I'm there, so do I go like, well, I'm there, do I care about, Kat and Dennis, have a great rest of your cruise. Please stay safe and enjoy whatever they're doing there. An Unfamiliar Moon channel. No kidding, Carla. That's great. Carla, weren't you going to bed? What? Drew Vogel, thank you so much. Thanks for your card. Love you, brother. Andy, you're so cute. Listening to the ocean at night. That's awesome. Give your sister and brother some love for me. And I know hasn't been too long since you lost your mom, who I only met a couple of times in my career. Next time you say your prayers, give her a hello for me, if you would. And I'm sorry for your loss, Annie. You're just lovely people. Thank you, LisaJeanette. LisaJeanette. Thank you for hanging out. Give Rich a big nasty hug for me, cause I know he loves when I hug him. Big old nasty man hug. Love you too, Johnny Scroggs. Oh gosh, I know, John. I didn't know the algorithms were bad, Andy. So, This has been great, you folks. This has been just. Hey, Zoe. Sorry your CDC got canceled tonight. Maybe you're not sorry. Um, you can still be a good Christian girl, Zoe, and not have CDC for one night. You'll be fine. Becca Boo. Um, it's great to see your name up here. Love all y'all too. Uh, Remember, I'm still taking the. I got another $2,000 or so to go, or five, somewhere between 2 and 5, to make the full money. I can't believe I'm almost funded in a week. So, what's for dinner tonight? Well, Deborah made some vegetables that I get to add my own protein to, and some carbs if I'm having. Oh, I know what I have leftover Chinese that I'll add the vegetables to. That's what I'm having. So, that's what's for dinner tonight, and some little tiny books on fighter aircraft of World War One, learning some history. And Zoe's got to go finish astronomy. Well, I played Pluto for you. There you go, Zoe. Michael, love you, brother. With any luck, I see you Wednesday night. Billy Bosch and the lovely Jeanette and all extended lovely Boschettes, thank you for all you do for me. Thank you for your album donation. Thank you for everything you do for me. You people are truly patronic. Oh, you guys are masked on the boat? That's pretty phenomenal. So nice you had to post it twice. Awesome. Eggplant rollatine. What is that? Is that eggplant like a roll up? Is that what you're doing? Damn, Craig, I'm coming over. That sounds great. That sounds wonderful, Craig. Damn, bro. I was more talking about being safe falling off the boat. Oh man, it's botches, the botches, they're the botches, bitches. Best wedding I've ever played in my life. That wedding. Oh, your boss gonna let you go home early. All right, Michael. We'll see you Wednesday evening then. See you around 6. Oh, they won't let you listen to new songs unless you upgrade, huh? Well, I ain't making no more cash on that, Annie. I don't know how that works. Rolled around ricotta and mozzarella. Holy smokes! With tomato sauce on the top of that, Craig. Is that what you got going? Wow. Baked eggplant rolled around ricotta and mozzarella. Nancy. Botches, bitches. Botch. That's great. Bravo. Lovely. You folks are just from another land. Cool. Um, Jonathan Plout, I don't know if you're out there, whether you've signed off already, man. And Don, you also like boggled my mind. Don, did you leave yet? Don and Lynn, I love you people. You crack me up. It just people's faith in me, it like makes me make greater music than I could ever imagine. So that's great. Oh, is it jar sauce, Craig? Do you use out the jar, or you make your own sauce and everything? I think you're going out the jar because I don't think you can stand too long without being in a whole lot of pain. So you're gonna get it in the oven, Craig. I know you. Oh, Annie, I know. I'm an orphan too. Couple times over. The lovely parents that I've adopted and such, they have all up and die. So I hear you. I hear you, Annie. You're such a love. Thank you. Just thank you, cousin Don. You are the beans. You are the legumes. gosh, it's so great to have family that I can turn to, like that. I don't have to turn to them; they're just there. Don't have to turn to. What turn to what? They're there. Thank you for making that this. Thank you for making family with me, Don. That's just great, and Greg too. You know, I don't know if Big Brother's still there or not, but real sauce. But he didn't make it. Okay, Craig, cool. Well, it's coming up on that time. This is 45 people still hanging out. People crack me up. There it is. There's that. Oh, Don, I'm done, bro. I am done. Thank you for hanging out, everybody.